So business has already put forward a requirement in identifying the SLAs or KPIs, right? That you need to measure. You need to measure the game performance, latencies. You need to have almost 100% uptime. That's what business will say. But you can assume certain numbers as because we do not have the team, and you can ask those questions, right? So you need to assume some numbers and then move forward. And these numbers, as because cloud is very flexible, these numbers you can adjust it in the next phase of your designing, but at least you need to assume some numbers or you assume some SLIs or SLAs, and then move forward and plan for it. So we are assuming that at least we need a 98% of uptime, even though there are games which are like dependent on the sessions. There is offline mode as well, right? If the customer is low a signal area and they are not able to connect back to the game should be able to the customer should be able to play the game, right, without impacting. If that is our understanding, then we are saying that at least 98% availability should be there, or business can put forward requirement like 99.9% requirement or 99.5 requirement, right? 3 nines or 5 nines, right? So you also need to make sure that when you are planning those resources, how your resources are spread, what is your geographical area for that particular game. If you are launching your game inside, say, only US or only Europe or only Asia, you need to make sure that the resources or the backend is running there in that near to the user, so that the latency is low for those users. And then there are additional aspect of latency, which we can see it in the subsequent lectures. So we already know compute engine is what they need it, but we are still going to evaluate additional parameter why compute engine and why they are saying compute engine is what they need it. They put forward requirement saying that they want to take the customized Linux distributions onto Google Cloud Platform, and that is where the only service that provides is the virtual machine. If you look at App Engine or Kubernetes Engine or Cloud Run or Cloud Function, they do not provide customized OS or operating system, which Mountcur game needs it, right? So that is where we are saying that we are going to use virtual machines. You can dynamically scale up and down. You can run customized Linux distribution, and you should be able to connect to NoSQL database. So application running inside the VMs, it can connect to the NoSQL database. There is another layer there, which is like ETL engine in between your virtual machines and the NoSQL database. But yeah, you can store some data like user profile or game state or certain kind of that requirement into NoSQL databases. So that's where we are considering virtual machine or compute engine here as compute backend or game backend. The next one is our database services, and they especially ask for scalable NoSQL database is what they want to use it. So scalable NoSQL database is Firestore or Datastore. Historically, that is what it is called. That is our choice to store the user profile as well as game state there. Okay, it is fully managed database. You don't have to spin up any servers to manage the game data. So that is the choice for us to move forward. Other databases like Cloud SQL or Cloud Spanner, those are like RDBMS, and you need to manage the instances, including Bigtable. The next requirement that we have is analytics requirement, and that is where you need to make sure that you understand analytics. For analytics, you have Bigtable, which is HBase implementation inside Google Cloud Platform, and you can do analytics or wherever there is a low latency requirement is there, right? That's where you can use Cloud Bigtable as your storage engine. There are alternative options too, right? You can get the data into Dataproc and then run Spark Job, which is like your analytical engine, and then sell BlastUps, and that is our requirement. Using analytics, they want to sell the BlastUps, and that is where either the Dataproc or some other logic which they have it, they can use it. Alternatively, they can also go ahead and use Cloud ML engine, and that is where they using the data the way the gamers are playing game. They can take the data inside Cloud ML engine and then run machine learning algorithms and then try to sell the blast up. So there are different aspects which you can think as an architect or cloud architect for your given problem, and based on further discussion with the business, you reach to a final conclusion. Yeah, these are the technologies which are good for us to go. There are storage option which is required for you to store your images or any static content which is required for all the games. And for storage, you have multiple options again. You have persistent disk or local SSDs or RAM disk. For your virtual machines, you have cloud storage, which is like object storage. And then for mobile, there is a cloud storage for Firebase as an additional APIs on top of existing cloud storage. And then there is a Firebase real-time DB. And this is a best use case which you can think of, where you want to sync your data in multiple mobile devices, right? Using the profile is one of the specific use case. If at all you have a requirement, that kind of requirement inside the games, then probably you can use Firebase real-time DB. So what we have chosen is Firestore, which is our NoSQL to save the game state and additional attributes, the user profile. We are going to choose additional storage. I have not mentioned it here, but you can think of it's like all the analytics or the logs which is processed by ETL engine, and we are going to choose ETL engine as well in further lecture. But take that data and then push it into either the BigQuery or Bigtable as a low latency execution engine as a Bigtable. But if at all you want to process the historical data, that's where you can use BigQuery, because once you start dumping the data inside the BigQuery, you can run any offline analytics on top of it. So there are multiple choices here. You can think of BigQuery is for your 10 terabytes of data processing, but at the same time you can take real-time analytics using either the Dataproc, Spark jobs, or you can dump the data inside Bigtable and then run low latency any machine learning algorithm on top of it. So that's our choice, and which we have considered. There are other aspects of that solution, and we are going to see that in the next lecture before hitting to the section 2. So we are going to look at resiliency, scalability, high availability, capacity planning, and cost optimization in the next lecture.